Hey, this is Mike Brown with Spyker Spreader. Today we're going to attach a Spyker DSB-9G, which is a 4-point boom sprayer, drop-in sprayer to a Ross Spyker ride-on spreader, which will also fit the Lesco Chariot HPS. So we'll go ahead and open up the box. First box we got here is the booms. I'll just go ahead and take them out to make it a little bit easier. Put it down here on the table, and then I'll go ahead and take the boom out to get the box out of the way so we have more room to see what we're working with. This is nice that the whole boom is already attached. Your nozzles are on here already, you don't have to worry about that. The manual is awesome about having all the different part numbers in that for you also. And I'm going to check everything just to make sure that I'm not missing a part. That one is empty. And I will throw this to the side here. Just the way it comes packaged, you'll have the drop-in sprayer unit and your boom in a separate box, but both boxes will be in one big box for easy shipment. And then in the box where the spray unit is, I'm going to go and take everything out, just show everybody again if you didn't watch the single drop-in setup we had earlier. Get the boxes out, manual. This spreader that I'm getting ready to bring out also is the same unit that we have a video of our 1-point sprayer drop-in unit also. It's the same features. This one is just set up for the booms. A lot of packaging. So this is your drop-in sprayer. Like I said, this is the one that we did a video also on how to install this. This is a single point into a drop-in. You can use it for the Ross, or you can use it on the mulch more spreaders. So then what we need to do is go through our inventory of items. In the box, out of all the boxes, you have your booms that are already preset with your nozzles and everything like I said before. And you'll have a bigger box right here with your filter, your gasket for the filter, your hardware to attach the booms to the frame of your ride-on. You'll have these two little setups right here to go for the piece that I'll show you here in a moment that goes through your hopper to secure it to the frame. And that is to hold your, this little worm clamp is to hold your on-off switch on your handle. Then you have another little box here, which is your gauge. I mean, this thing is so easy to put together, folks. It's awesome. You only need like two little sockets. You need a 5/16 and a 15/32, the wrench, and a drill with a 1/4 inch bit, and that is it. And you'll have this thing together in about 20-30 minutes at the most. I'm going to go ahead and set the boom arms on the spreader itself. Like I said, they are attached, ready to go. You just bring the arms out. And then you use the frame of your spreader, to mark where you need to drill your holes. And then you literally just drill right through the hole on the frame to get your holes in to the hopper. And you're done. You do the other side and you're finished there. And then once you have those set, you'll take the bolt with a flat washer from inside the hopper and it'll come out the front there. Then you'll take a lock washer and a wing nut. Attach the lock washer on here, attach your wing nut. If I can get this thing attached, it'd be nice. There we go. And I'm going to hand tighten that right now to get the other side in. And what is nice about this is that you don't have to deal with any of the valves, no nozzles. Everything is pre-assembled for you. Basically a matter of putting 2 holes into your hopper and attaching a couple hoses and you'll be set. And just like the other side, you come in, put the screw through the hole with the washer on the inside of your hopper. Put your lock washer on. And then put your wing nut on. And then once you have those nice and tight on both sides, you can make them tight as you want, but I wouldn't go too tight because you might deform your hopper a little bit. I was just kind of work back from side to side to make it nice and even tightness. I'm going to go ahead and release the springs. These booms do come back, which is nice. They'll allow you to fit into small gates. If you have smaller yards or smaller backyards with a 36-inch gate, you can get through with this thing, so it'll be nice for you. You know what? I'm out here. I might as well go ahead and put the braces on these guys on. We are going to go ahead and finish out the boom attachment to the spreader. Now, one thing I did wrong, and I'll admit it, is I tightened the wing nuts too far. If you do that step early, it will take your frame for the boom in too far, and it won't have a good point for these attachments to hold your boom where it needs to be. So I backed off the wing nuts on both sides, and it released the frame out a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and attach these big old carriage bolts over the frame like that. They both have a little plate to attach on both of them for an even draw, if you will, draw up on a piece. You may need a third hand to do this, but if you get a screw going on one of them, that should make it easier for the other side to start working. And they are nylon lock nuts, so you don't need a washer with them at all. So then I will just take I'll take the 15-30-second socket and literally just tighten these guys up so you have a nice strong base with the booms to your frame. What I did on those U-bolts also is I just worked from side to side, from inside nut to outside nut to get a nice even pull on it so you don't get any twisting and turning on it. And after your mounts to the frame are nice and tight, and then you can go back and hand tighten your wing nuts so that that part is nice and tight. Actually, that 15-30 seconds will work on the nut head inside your spreader too. So you are set with your boom on your spreader now. Now the fun part, putting your sprayer into the tank and attaching the hose there, and you'll be ready. Inside the cap here, gonna reach down and Christmas present, you find your wand, which is good. I'll put that off to the side right now, but I will just go ahead and take the sprayer unit and drop it into the hopper. And actually that's the way it's secured, just the weight of the water, and it will not come out of your hopper at all. Now you're kind of just go ahead and attach everything, and you'll be ready to spray here very shortly. I'm going to go ahead and take the hose that connects your booms to your spray tank itself. I'm going to connect it into it's metal on metal. They have a nice nylon gasket there for you for a good even fit seal, and that literally just screws on. And this is also your disconnect for if you need to take the spray tank out. You just disconnect right here, hose comes out, and the tank will come out. This is your control, your on-off switches. We will attach those here in a moment. These will go up on your handle, depending on which side you like it on. I guess the easiest, most comfortable for you for your left, flipping a switch or your left or right hand. But this is your connection here with the battery. That is on here. The battery runs for 90 minutes on one charge. And when they do have extra chargers or attachments that you can buy separately if you would like. And I'm going to take this wand that was inside the spray tank here. And you take your wand, just insert, and you got a rubber gasket O-ring there. Push it up next to it, bring the nut down. Kind of make sure your wand's in the right position. And that is attached, ready to go. And then it has nice little clamps that it'll attach into for transportation and not get hurt. I'm going to go ahead and put my filter on for my pumps. The gasket is out. I go ahead and put that in first because I don't have 8 arms to hold the gasket, filter, and everything else. Your filter will slide right over that center shaft, if you will. One thing you got to do also is put your pressure regulator valve on there. Just pull it out of the box and just literally screw it in to the site here. And like anything else on pumps, it's all hand tight. I'll move it around so you can see it. This is your pressure regulator pump. It tells you how much PSI you're going to be putting out for your spray tank. And it all screws on nice and tight. And that is it. Now we move to attaching your on-off switch. I like to put it, I'm going to put it on my right side. Either I can use my thumb or it's my pinky. Just kind of flip it. You'll need your 5/16 nut and the socket. I'm going to go ahead and grab my on-off switch here. And it's literally as simple as taking this worm clamp you got here, undoing it, and retightening it to where it's nice and snug. You may want to tighten the worm clamp a little bit so you're not trying to hold everything like I was with one hand. I'm going to tighten this worm clamp up to make it a little bit easier for me to get everything on there without holding it. And then what I'll do is I'll bring this up, and it's nice and shaped good for the handlebar there also, so it's going to be a nice flush fit. Heck, I even went too far already. That's funny. There you go. Then you put the on-off switch right there underneath that, inside the worm gear. And then you just tighten it up tight as you can be. You want a nice tight hold to your frame. And that is it. So then when I'm riding this machine, I can easily kick it with my finger on off the spray. If you don't want to go into the major purchase of something massive, bigger, this would be great for small yards, medium-sized yards, up to almost probably an acre. It's a great unit. If you have any questions about what we did today in installing this unit, please reach out to Spyker Customer Service, and any of us will be happy to help you out. Thank you very much.